Today we're going to deal with a very common misconception with fractions, and that is when we add fractions together. Now in our example we've got a half plus a third. What a lot of people will do here is they'll just add the tops together, add the bottoms together, which in this case will give us 2/5, which isn't the answer. So we're going to look at how to deal with this misconception and how we can answer the question correctly. Let's start off by looking at this in a picture form. So we're going to draw a half to start with. So if I draw a rectangle, I'm going to colour in a half. In this case I had 6 blocks in there, so half of that is 3. You'll see why we've got 6 blocks in a moment. But here's a rectangle with half of it coloured in. We're now going to do the same with a third. So if I take the exact same rectangle chopped into 6 blocks, well, a third of that, we can see there are 3 rows. So a third of it must just be 1 row, which is 2 blocks. Now if we add these together, bring all the coloured blocks together, we've got 3 blocks plus 2 blocks. So we can see that the answer must be 5 blocks. And it's 5 out of 6. So it's 5/6. So the pictures are telling us that a half plus a third equals 5/6. Now the pictures are great for giving us an idea of what's happening. We're going to use these again in a moment, but they're a bit of a faff when we just want to answer a question, add some fractions together. So we're going to look at a quicker method that uses the same ideas but is a lot quicker on paper. And the way we're going to do this is we're going to look at changing the denominators, the 2 and the 3, the bottom numbers of our fractions, into the same thing. Now we just need a multiple of 2 and 3. It doesn't matter what we go with, but if we can pick the lowest common multiple, it's going to make the end bit a lot easier because there won't be so much simplifying. So the lowest common multiple of 2 and 3 is 6. This is the smallest number that is in both the 2 times table and the 3 times table. So we're going to change both of those fractions into fractions over 6. And if you look back to our diagrams from before, we can see we chopped our rectangles into 6 pieces. And this is for that reason. Once we've done this and we've worked out what our denominators are going to be, we need to find equivalent fractions to a half and a third that have 6 on the bottom. So let's start with a half. If we're changing a half into 6, our denominator is changing from 2 to 6, it's being multiplied by 3. So we're going to need to do the same for the top, which gives us 3/6. So we've changed a half into 3/6, which again matches our diagram from before. We're now going to do the same thing with a third. So this time the denominator from 3 to 6 is being multiplied by 2. So we're going to multiply the numerator by 2, which gives us 2/6. So our sum, a half add a third, has now changed into 3/6 add 2/6. So as soon as you've got this, as soon as those denominators are the same as each other, we can just add the numerators together. So 3 plus 2 equals 5, and there is our answer, 5/6, just like we got before. Now this method is going to work for any addition. We make the denominators the same. It's also going to work for any subtraction. We would make the denominators the same and then take away the tops. Let's try another example now. So if we want to add a 1/6 and 3/4 together, we've got different denominators, 6 and 4, so we can't just add yet. We need to change them both so that they are the same thing. Again, the best way to do this is to find the lowest common multiple of them. Well, the lowest common multiple of 4 and 6 is 12. This is the smallest number that's in both times tables. So we're going to change both fractions into fractions over 12. Now again, we could change them both into anything that 4 and 6 go into. We could do it 24ths. We could change it to over 36. It doesn't matter. But using the lowest common multiple means we're less likely to need to do any simplifying at the end. We're now going to find our equivalent fractions like we did before. So to change a 1/6 into 12ths, the denominator is being doubled, so the numerator is doubled, so we get 2/12. When we change our quarters, that 4 is being multiplied by 3 to get 12, so we'll multiply the top by 3, so we've got 9/12. Now we've got the same denominators, we can add them together, so our answer is 11/12. And there you go. So remember, dealing with this misconception with fractions, when we're adding or subtracting, we make the denominators the same first using equivalent fractions, and then we add or subtract the numerators. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe or check out more of my videos by clicking on the links here.